Hello, everyone. It's me, Cope here. And today I wanted to speak about Dead by Daylight. I have not really been playing the game as much as I have in the past, and I haven't really said much about it. I've just been playing other games. I always have. I have been for a few years throughout streaming for about 4.5 years now. It's been pretty much the main game of my channel for quite some time now, and I didn't really touch the topic of why I've been playing other games and whatnot. So I'd like to discuss that content creation in general and how I feel about Dead by Daylight overall as a game. So first I'd like to start off with Dead by Daylight. I found Dead by Daylight, I want to say on the second day. This is unrelated. If I look in the wrong direction, I moved my camera and it feels very weird. But anyways, I found Dead by Daylight on the second day that it came out. This was about June 2016, I want to say. I don't remember the exact date. But the streamers that I followed at the time, they all enjoyed the game. I saw it was in a horror asymmetrical game, multiplayer and whatnot. I thought, wow, this game looks really fun. I think I'll play it. I'll probably enjoy it. And then I got really bored. And then I came back to the game and then I played it and really enjoyed it again. Played it enough, let's say the first few months. I got Legacy on one character, and unfortunately, I was dealing with carpal tunnel at the time. So I took a bit of a break from Dead by Daylight, came back about a year later, and really committed 2 years later to once I started streaming, actually. So Dead by Daylight was the game that I thought, yeah, I'll stick with this. Why not just stream it? I like it a lot. I don't like the community. I'll cover that in a bit. I don't like the community that much, but I like the game, and I'll continue to play it for now. So, as most of you know that are watching me right now, I have made a lot of content around Dead by Daylight with streaming and a few videos here and there, covering all the things people care about so much and whatnot. And over time, the community itself has been something that I've overall disliked. And I don't mean due to like your average toxicity and your teabagging and all that stuff in game mechanics. I've never really cared about that stuff. As people don't bother me, it's just a multiplayer game. But my main reason for not wanting to play DBD anymore, or I'm not like saying that I've quit the game or anything like that. I do enjoy the game. I just like playing other games, and that's pretty much it. So the next topic, though, a very important one that I really have been wanting to address for a very long time now, is I think the community is way too serious, and I cannot relate to them pretty much at all. And a lot of you that play the game, it can be consistently for could be 10 hours, 100 hours, 1000 hours. I'm pretty sure a lot of you can relate to this on either side, really. They take the game very seriously, the players do. They just lash out at each other in a very odd way. You can see this in a Twitch chat, on a YouTube video, in the comments, on Twitter, on TikTok, you name it, any form of social media. I'm sure you've seen it. Even in game, you could see the typical multiplayer quarrels that go on, arguments and whatnot. And that's expected definitely from an asymmetrical game. You have one side and you have the other side, and you have both sides never truly being balanced. Blah, 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 blah. I think you all know that part already. So, as I have continued to stream the game in the past, and currently I still do stream the game, I do like the game, as I've said. I'll be saying that a lot, by the way. People have come into my channel and in other places and have taken the game way more seriously than I ever have, which in turn has made me dislike the community overall. So, to give an example, I could be playing, an average game of Dead by Daylight, and I'm just hanging out with my Twitch chat to the right, just talking and playing the game, like, normal stuff, right? My direct example is, let's say I'm playing a game of killer. I'm playing Michael Myers or something like that. And I kill everyone. Maybe I chase the same person twice. Whatever. It's a game. I don't care. And they do not like that at all. As again, a lot of you have played the game, you know that's a form of tunneling, if you will. So they would come to my Twitch chat, the community, well, not every single time. This is a very rare thing that would happen. Someone would be highly upset with me. They would argue with my chat. They would argue with me, just again about things that are very irrelevant to me. I don't care. I'm just making content and playing a game I thoroughly enjoy. And we just have this like quarrel going on. And in the past, I've banned so many people from the community. Just like, I don't want to deal with this at all. This is not what I want out of the game at all. I just want to play the game, enjoy myself, have fun, move on to the next game. And that's it. So I can't relate to people coming into my channel like, oh my god, you tunneling asshole. Oh my god, you camper little shit. Which, by the way, most of the time I don't do that because it's boring. I don't enjoy going after the same person or just sitting in the same spot. It's so boring to me. But back to the important stuff. This would even go as far as to go to, for example, my business email, along with my Twitch chat, my Twitter, you name it. I would get even harsher comments over a video game, Dead by Daylight. Let's give you another example. Let's say I'm playing Survivor and the killer couldn't catch me, and they become very angry in post-game chat, which, by the way, I disabled a while back. I disabled chat because I just got tired of reading it. They would go as far as to come into my channel, and this was a very common thing within the Dead by Daylight community. Possibly for me, I don't know about the other content creators. I don't pay that much attention, to be honest. People were coming in to be racist, just overall salty and whatever in Twitch chat. We had to deal with a lot of them. A lot of people were banned and whatnot. In my business email, I've been told to kill myself multiple times. My race has been made fun of many times. I've lost count. I've had viewers that have been stalked on their social media, harassed on Discord and whatnot for watching me. People have gone into my viewer list to harass them privately. Just pretty much anything you can expect, all from playing a video game. So in time, I have grown a little even more tired of playing Dead by Daylight for the community aspect anyways. And playing other games has been a lot of fun recently. It a surprisingly amount of fun actually. That being said, I still do enjoy the game a lot and I'll continue to play it. I love playing Dead by Daylight. I think it's a fun game to play. But I'll never be as serious as other players with their need, I guess, to play very well, to insult other players and all that other stuff. I did that for a little bit. I will honestly admit that. I was no different than the others. I would play as hard as I could and get my win condition if I could. By like, killing every survivor or escaping and taunting the killer. I did that for a very short amount of time. And then I realized, wait, there's no incentive in this game for me to play very well, is there? What do I get for a 4K? Is Makote going to shake my hand? Is he going to write me a letter like, hey, good job, Cope, keep it up? No, none of that ever happens. So really, I just noticed, hey, there's no point in me playing well. I'm just going to play the game and talk to chat. And I love doing that. I think it's fun. I think it's hilarious. We have good moments. And once again, I overall enjoy Dead by Daylight. I really do. I like to cover the content creation part of the video now. So not only myself, actually, this pretty much doesn't include me at all. I've spoken to many DBD streamers, streamers in general. DBD streamer and streamers are two different terms to me. But I've spoken to many streamers, and they are like strongly, and I mean strongly, either bored or unhappy with being a streamer because they have to play Dead by Daylight so much. Now I'm taking water. So much talking. Okay. The obvious thing is analytics, right? A lot of you know Many streamers will play the same thing. They'll make the same content over and over and over again because if they switch to something else, the analytics drop, the numbers drop, the viewers drop, what have you, subscribers, etc. So it makes a lot of sense for them to just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. I totally get that. I'm sure almost everyone understands that. But many of them, and they will not say this publicly, do sacrifice their mental health as well. They really hate streaming and they will continue to make the same content over and over and become jaded as streamers. And it makes me really upset. I don't know about you guys, but I'm able to watch streamer and tell, oh man, they look really upset today. They look really bored. And typically they're playing Dead by Daylight. It just makes me not want to watch it. I can tell something's going on and I'm just like, man, I really want to see them have fun playing a game. Sometimes it is Dead by Daylight, but more often than not, I can easily tell that someone's very upset. Kind of breaks my heart whenever it's a close friend. I see them just struggling. They look so bored. I'm like, oh god. I wish you could like switch games or something, but I really understand. I do. But coming back to myself, personally, I just do whatever I feel like doing. If I don't feel like playing Dead by Daylight, which happens sometimes, then I just play a different game. I love variety. I love video games. There's so many video games. I love playing video games. If people don't want to watch me anymore because I've swapped from Dead by Daylight for a day, for a week, for a month, that's totally okay. Excuse me. That is the viewer's choice. I totally understand that as a streamer, and I always wish them a great rest of your day. Hey, if you don't feel like watching Stardew Valley and watching me farm for 6 hours straight, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I appreciate you being here. And it's as simple as that for me, personally. So, I would like to cover one, maybe two more things in this video. I'm going back to a topic that I briefly brought up. People taking the game seriously. The community taking the game that seriously to come into a Twitch chat to say such disgusting things and to harass my viewers. I've been told these things all my life, by the way, what chatters are telling me, YouTube comments are saying. So I'm used to it. I totally am. But for them to harass my viewers, it has made me beyond angry. And this is something I've been working on and it's changed as I've played different games. I've taken more time to think about things. I have reacted so quickly to permaban people that feel like they're right to that point where they will start to harass my viewers and go through my viewer list, which, as I've said, many people have done in the past. And I've done my very best to prevent such things from happening. I've worked on that, as I've said. My attitude is a lot better as a streamer. I'm very proud of myself as I continue to grow as a streamer, which I love streaming. I love growth as a streamer. Maybe not analytically, which I can address that briefly as well. I think if I were to completely just stream DBD and make content over and over and over again, even if I were to become completely jaded, I could have likely gone down a different path, yes, but I would absolutely hate streaming every single day. And I am so glad and so thankful that I do not have to do that. And I appreciate every single person that has supported me at some point, despite what I've done. That could be Dead by Daylight, that could be Stardew Valley, as I've mentioned. Whatever game, whatever we've done just for fun throughout the streams. And thank you guys. And thank you guys for being here as well with the video. I'm not ending the video, I'm just thanking people overall. But anyways, a little off topic. Back to what I was saying about people taking the game very seriously. The community has this, how would I put it? What terms would I use? Made up rules, like unwritten rules, I guess, so to say. Thou shalt not tunnel, thou shalt not camp, thou shalt not teabag, thou shalt not point, blah, 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 blah. To me, at the end of the day, this is what Dead by Daylight is. It's a video game. Are you going to be teabagged in the game? Absolutely, you are. Are you being taunted? Yes, sometimes, not all the time. Does it matter? No. They're random people. and you should not care about them. It's a multiplayer game. It happens in multiplayer games. That is my opinion. I think that more people should get used to that. You should get used to seeing those things because that happens in a multiplayer game. And also to the people that complain about the way other people play the game. You didn't buy the game for them. You're not their parents. Who cares? Let them play the game. Ignore them. Move on. They're random people. I don't think the community overall will ever understand such a simple concept. That's totally fine. I would urge more people, even though I don't. Honestly, I feel like, excuse me, I feel like I don't have a huge voice in the Dead by Daylight community, and that's totally fine. I really wish more people would accept what Dead by Daylight is. It's a video game, and you're playing with random people more often than not, and you should not be bothered by random people. I would love for the community to get to that point instead of arguing amongst themselves for days, hours, weeks, months. It doesn't matter the duration. I can see it on my feed on Twitter and Discord servers, again on YouTube. It doesn't matter where I go. People are so angry at each other constantly, over and over and over again. So it's very more often than not, I'll avoid streams, Twitter for my mutuals. No offense to anyone. I can't read all of it. I really can't. It's always the same thing. People are so angry at each other. And for me, it's been very nice overall. Mentally, I feel like I've again grown over time. It's been great for me. It has been. It really has been. Now, the last thing I'd like to cover is again backtracking just a little bit, forgive me. I do appreciate all of you that have come to my stream, my YouTube, Twitter, interacting with me anywhere at all. Thank you. I know a lot of you are from Dead by Daylight. I understand that. And this is not me, to repeat myself once again, saying that I quit Dead by Daylight or that I hate Dead by Daylight. I harbor any bad feelings towards Dead by Daylight. I don't, other than disliking the community as a whole, like overall. Now, that being said, excuse me again, let me say one thing, and this is the most important thing in this video. There are many good people, great people, amazing people that I've met through Dead by Daylight. The community has a lot of amazing people in it. And I am so thankful that I get to speak to a lot of these people like pretty much every single day. You know who you are, and thank you. I do appreciate you. But overall, the community I think is very hateful and very serious. Did I say overall? I meant a smaller part of the community. Very hateful, very serious, and they just take everything too seriously. It's very saddening to see, but it is what it is, isn't it? Now, to backtrack for like the fifth time, I do apologize. I do appreciate any of you that found me through Dead by Daylight. Thank you for watching my streams, my videos, even mentioning me elsewhere, etc. I appreciate that. Absolutely, I do. But I am not a DBD streamer. I consider myself more as a variety streamer that loves playing Dead by Daylight. I love Dead by Daylight. The game's fun. So that's why I've played so much of it. But I would urge you to not follow me, subscribe to me, etc. for only Dead by Daylight, or expect me to cover any serious topics in Dead by Daylight. What is your stance on the meta? What about tunneling and camping and my sister's new boyfriend? None of this appeals to me. It really doesn't, because I don't take the game that seriously. I don't. I think there are many other places for it, and my channel slash content is not the place for it. Even though I love the game, I really do. I don't mind talking about the game, but I do not like serious conversations at all. I don't. So again, I thank you all for being here. If you were here from Dead by Daylight or just here in general at some point, you've come across me. I do appreciate your time. But overall, I love making content in general as a streamer that includes watching random videos, streaming random games that I'm interested in. My interests are all over the place. So I'm not I'm not going to like over index on Dead by Daylight as much as I used to. Again, I cared so much back then until I just grew out of it. There's no incentive for doing all these serious things, as I've said. It's been heartbreaking to see a lot of my friends in such bad places from the game. A great game, just the community can be so terrible. But anyways, I'd like to wrap this video up. I've been talking way longer than I expected. Way longer. I do apologize. It's been like 20 minutes, hasn't it? Oh, God. The summary is I do appreciate all of you guys for taking the time to watch this video of my past content, future content, all of that stuff. You guys are awesome. Great. If I could say this message to the Dead by Daylight community again, Dead by Daylight is a great game. It's fun to play. The developers can be very frustrating, yes, with the changes they make or the lack of changes they make. I absolutely get that. The game balance is terrible. Let's be honest, it is. I mean, we could write a story on how it is if you wanted. Not me. Don't include me, though. I'm not interested. And I would love for people to just chill. It's a game. Do you get tunneled more often than not? You probably do. Yeah. Leave the game, move on. Who cares about the random person that tunneled you? They don't matter at the end of the day. They're not going to make you breakfast. You're not going to go to bed with them. Who cares? Do you care about the random survivor that teabagged you and is typing up an essay in the chat? Who cares about them? They don't matter. Just play the game, enjoy yourself. Are you a competitive player? Take the game seriously and play your very best. And if it doesn't work out, then that's okay. It's an asymmetrical game. It's very unbalanced, and that's just what's going to happen. Move on, play again, do your best again, and see what happens. Maybe you do better, or maybe you don't. Who cares? Go to bed, try again the next day. Hey, whatever happens, happens. Okay. Now, moving on. Thank you guys, everyone that watched this video. I rambled enough. This is like most I've ever talked about Dead by Daylight in a short amount of time. It's very weird. I feel weird. But anyways, thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was very nice to talk about all these things finally. And hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and appreciate you being here. Thank you so much.